Thank you, Sonny. What's that guy doing? I was in the City Council overflow room. At our City Hall, the council chambers are an arena seating with a sloped floor, and as you get up to the back of the room, on the south end, there's an overflow room behind an accordion wall. And I was standing next to the brick wall, and on the back side of the room, there were two tables with a buffet of fruit and cheese and crackers. And because I'm always concerned about my figure, I had on my little foam disposable plate some wedges of watermelon and cantaloupe, and I was spearing them with colored toothpicks. That was our utensils for the evening. And I was looking across the room, and I saw on the other side of the room a gentleman named Tom Griggs. This was the second Tuesday in April 2009. The city election had just concluded the week before. And on this evening, the winners were being sworn in. Tom had run for mayor, and Tom was not the winner of his election. In fact, he lost big time. The winner was Mayor Doug Hutchinson, who got nearly twice as many votes as Tom did. And yet Tom was present during the swearing in. And as I looked across the room, I'm like, what's he doing here? And there he was, congratulating the mayor and wishing the council members well and chatting up the leadership in our city and speaking well of them. I'm thinking to myself, what's he doing? And what's he doing here? And it occurred to me that what Tom was doing was something that was really good, really noble. He was demonstrating good character. Dictionary.com defines character as moral or ethical quality. And Tom was demonstrating good moral or ethical quality. Another quote I like, Spencer mentioned to me before the meeting. I mentioned that I was going to be speaking about character, and Spencer said, "Character is who you are when no one's in the room." Great quote. Who are you when no one's in the room? I have mentioned before that I play bridge, and when I first started to really try to get good, I went down to a tournament in Denver. It was a huge tournament, 1,000 players, 4 or 5, 6 days. And afterwards, this bridge friend of mine, Dawn, asked me, how did it go? And I said, Dawn, the bridge players were not very friendly. And she gave me kind of a funny look. And I said, don't get me wrong. They were all very polite. But in bridge, there's a lot of card play technique, things like finesses and end plays and squeezes. And my opponents were doing all these things to me, and I did not have a very good tournament. And Dawn said to me, Eric, they've been doing that to you all along. You've just never noticed. And I thought this was actually great news because to me it meant growth. I couldn't do those things, but at least I could recognize when others were doing them to me. So that night in April 2009, after I saw Tom across the room, I went home and I whipped out my character quality pocket guide. And I said, I'm going to identify what it is that Tom was doing that evening. And there, I found it right there on the back. Honor versus disrespect. Respecting others because of their worth as human beings. That's what Tom was doing. He didn't agree with the mayor. That's why he ran against him. He probably didn't agree with the voters. He would have preferred a different result. But there he was, honoring the process and the mayor and the voters. And it was impressive. It was really a good thing. Now, you might wonder, why demonstrate good character? And I took about 3 minutes and I brainstormed some ideas. If we worked together, we could come up with many more. First of all, it's the right thing to do. I mean, who can argue with that? Second, everybody represents somebody else. You represent Toastmasters, your employer, your family, maybe your church, your city, your point of view. And when you do that with good character, you represent well. Thirdly, you get by giving. If you want to be treated with more ethical behavior, give it. Fourth, you'll feel something. It's been almost 2 years ago that Amanda said to me after a Noonshiners meeting, she said, I get it. People want to feel something. When you do the right thing, you'll feel something, and it'll feel good. Fifth, it's an expression of the inherent worth of the people around you and the people that you come in contact with. Just like Tom Griggs, he didn't agree, but he recognized the worth and value of the people around him. And finally, there's a certain beauty when you see something done right and well. Just like I picture a mom holding her baby with tenderness. You just say, boy, there's something right about that, and there's a beauty there. And when we see good character, we see beauty. Now, I brought with me today some extra pocket guides, so you can have one too. And after I'm finished, I'll give you one. And I want to give you a homework assignment. Would that be okay if I gave you a little bit of homework? This is what I want you to do. Sometime today, after our meeting, you're going to see something that impresses you, where you feel like, wow, that was a good thing. That was a noble thing. Take out the pocket guide and put a name to it. There's 49 characters here, so you'll have plenty to choose from to identify what it is that you saw in that person when they did something that was right and good and of high ethical quality. Does that sound, Sonny, can you do that today?
I can do that.
All right, fantastic. Carolyn? All right. Spencer, you up for it? All right. That's fantastic. So I'll hand these out afterwards. Now, some of my more cynical friends thought that Tom Griggs was present that evening just to lay the groundwork for his next campaign. Maybe. I don't know. What I do know is Tom was there, respectful, honoring the mayor and the voters and the process. And it was a good thing. It was the right thing. It was a beautiful thing. Thank you. Sonny? Hi, this is Eric Kronwall. If you would like your very own Character Quality Pocket Guide, please send a self-addressed stamped envelope to me at P.O. Box 272891, Fort Collins, Colorado 80527. Thank you.